In this video, I want to show you a simple system that is a combination of two different indicators, and I want to give you a few different ideas on ways to trade with this. This is Thursday's New York Open price action. One way to trade this would be to only take a signal candle that has all three different signals aligned. If we do that, we've got one trade today, two trades, there's another one, and three trades. That's it. Another way to trade this would be two of the signals. See, we get a lot more options. There's a trade, there's a trade, there's a trade, there's a trade, right there, right there, there, here, 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 here. These three, this short. So 12 trading opportunities today versus 3. Another way you could look at it would be a double signal, but only if the background matches the double signal. That would eliminate all of these long trades. It would also get rid of this winning short trade. Then you would only have 5 trades today using that combination. And there's many other different combinations you could come up with on your own. This setup is a combination of the MMT trend and reversal indicator and the MMT ultimate delta. The trend and reversal is painting these dots. It's painting the candle colors. It's painting the background. The ultimate delta is painting these diamonds, these triangles, and the histogram. Then I've got a couple of my favorite moving averages on the chart and VWAP, along with the built-in pivot points. So these diamonds are when we're getting strong delta to the downside or the upside coming in. The dots are when the trend flow is changing. The background reflects the trend core condition. And these triangles, these are delta waves. This is when we're getting a steady decline in delta or a steady rise in delta. The trend core background was red all morning long until a little bit after 10. We get a green candle, a green background, but we've got some conflicting information. We've got negative delta. And if we're smart and we're waiting for a confirmation before we enter a trade, price never breaks above this candle here. But just with the conflicting signals alone, it's not going to be your best trading opportunity. When we get the background change here, 1017, we've got extremely strong delta. The candles are green. We've got a nice strong full-bodied candle breaking above the 20 SMA. Much better trading opportunity there. Let me show you my settings here. This is the MMT Ultimate Delta. We are on a NASDAQ 1-minute chart, my favorite chart for taking entries on, while also taking into consideration the higher time frames. I've got all 3 levels on, set at 100, 200, and 300. I've got all 3 levels of delta diamonds turned on. We're in up-down tick mode. I've got the delta waves enabled. For the MMT trend and reversal, I've changed the input series to be a 3-period SMA. There's going to be some updates coming to the trend and reversal indicator, some new features. I also plan on adding a simple moving average filter to both the trend flow section and also to the trend core section that you can turn on or off. That way you can leave your input series as just the default close of price that comes preloaded, but still have the SMA smoothing options for the trend flow and the trend core. For the trend flow candles, I've got a strength of 1. The directional filter is off. That means no neutral candles will be printed, just green or red. I've got the signal dots turned on. I've got the candles activated. The reversals are off. I've got the trend core enabled. Period of 7. Overbought is 50, oversold is 50. That means there will be no transparent background areas. Also just green and red. See, I've got the background enabled there. Divergence is off. So those are the settings for the NQ 1-minute chart that I'm using. If we scroll back to yesterday's price action, so we had some good signals pre-market. Right out of the gate, first candle of the New York Open, we've only got one signal, and it's just some light delta. Nothing really to go off of. Here we get a double signal. Background still red. Even if you are taking a more aggressive approach, and maybe you're going to take every double signal, you still want to wait for confirmation. Price never breaks above this entry candle. No trade. This signal, we have a double signal to the downside. but we also have a green candle to the upside. Conflicting information. We're right in between the 20 and the pivot point. I'd want price to clear the pivot point before I got into a short. I actually remember yesterday I took this short right when we broke below the pivot point. We had some stronger delta coming in. Here we get a triple signal. Background's red, everything's red, and we do get a nice push down after that. Here's some double signals that are in perfect alignment. There's no conflicting signals like back here. Got all red double signals, red background. Get a nice push lower after those. Here's a double green signal. Nothing conflicting besides the background. That ended up pushing back up to the 20. Oh, there was one more triple signal, but as with any signals that I'm trading, always waiting for confirmation. This is the signal candle. We never break below the signal candle. No trade triggered. Here we get our first background change of the morning session. We also have some strong delta coming in and a delta wave to the upside, and we just closed above the 20. Taking along and targeting the next key level, which is the pivot point. That would be a good trade. We get one more double signal to the upside with the green background, and we start heading up towards VWAP. From the close of this candle at 41, we make it up 25 points in just a few minutes. So there's some examples of how you could turn this indicator combo into a rules-based strategy that might or might not help relieve some stress in trading. It's all going to come down to your own personal preference. Everyone's going to see the markets a little bit different. Doing your own back testing and finding out what truly makes you feel comfortable and finding out what makes you feel like you have an actual edge, that will always be the most solid trading plan. Personal experience and time in the markets. The best teachers that are out there. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. There's links to the indicators in the description. I did not do any trading today, so there's no trade review available. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. If you're enjoying this content, hitting that like button is always greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.